What are you making today?
A duck coop. It's 6 feet by 4 feet. So oh, it doesn't look right. Maybe I could work it. Maybe I measured it wrong. Cut it in half. Oh yeah, these are. Okay, I cut it wrong. So this isn't what it's gonna look like. This is 8 by 4 feet. I forgot that these are 8 feet long, not 6 feet long. Okay, I'm gonna start this over. But forget that size comparison, because that's not what it looks like. No, I wouldn't make it twice as wide as it is long. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, that looks much better. It does.
That's what I thought. So, whoops.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay. The back height is a little shorter than the front height, so it has a slope to the roof. So how much shorter do you think?
2
1
inch.
inch, 2 inch.
2 inches?
Yeah, it'll be 24 inches in the front and 22 in the back, so it'll give it plenty of slope to let the rain run off the back.
Are those all the pieces?
No.
Oh.
There has to be a top frame,
Uh-huh.
and then the roof has to be built on a separate 4x4 door so that it can hinge upwards.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that we can get in and access the ducts. See, the amount of wood I calculated was to build 2 separate 6x2 doors on the top that would both open sideways.
Yeah.
And so that I left that in the calculations of how much material to buy. So I figured if we had a little bit of extra, we could use it to brace things if it's wobbly.
Yeah.
Find spots where it can go. So this is the roof frame. I'm doing a lot of thinking out loud.
That's okay.
So if it doesn't make sense, that's why. That's close enough for ducks. Perfect.
So now you're gonna put the frames, the top and the bottom frame
Yeah, I'm
together?
gonna go ahead and build a top and bottom frame.
It's looking good.
This part's the top, and put thicker boards on the ends where the doors are gonna be mounted so they can swing up and have a sturdier frame to put the weight of those doors on when they're swinging up and down. And I just have to put 2 halves together and then build all the doors.
They just got inside the box and kind of settled down and they're all happy.
A bunch of silly ducks.
Building the duck house part 2. What are you doing, cutie?
I'm just putting the hinges on for the front door. This is the way we'll let them in and out through just a hatch in the front. And this is where we'll get inside to gather the eggs from the top hatch. My own design.
It's very nice. I like it. I think it'll work really well.
Of course, it'll have chicken wire around it to keep them in.
Yeah.
It'll work a little better.
Yeah, it won't be just an open box, so we expect them to
Yeah.
stay inside.
And then the plastic on the top. So it works pretty well. Swings all
Wow.
the way up, and then it'll just kind of swing down. Since it's not going to hang by its own weight completely closed, so I'll put like a little latch thing just to hold it closed here.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, the whole thing's done.
Yay!
We don't need a latch on the top because it's heavy enough that
Yeah, it just stays closed.
it'll stay closed.
It's a multi-step process, or a multi-day process, but it is almost completely done. Paul's bringing the roof to put on now. Poor cutie.
Setters don't get to take a day off when it rains. We just finished the duck coop.
Listen to those frogs.
Yeah, they started all at once.
The duck coop is finished, so I'm going to show it to you. They're all set up and cozy in there. Good night, duckies. See you tomorrow.
Untreated pine, so it'll rot and get eaten by whatever eats wood over time. But
That was
anyway.
a depressive way to start the duck house.
Okay, we'll cut that part. Anyway, so it's untreated. Jasmine, just start it over.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.